Whoops. What's up, Instinct? Welcome to the channel. Didn't realize my microphone was off there. That's my bad. I'm a free financial advisor here to answer any questions you have. I'm doing well. How are you, Instinct? Feeling like dead. What happened? Hello, Watch Zone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. One advice how not to feel like dead. You got to tell me a little bit more, Instinct. Hey, I appreciate that, Watch Zone. What's up, Drew? Welcome. Watch Zones, how'd you find me in India? Everything is ruined I created. I mean, you could give me details and tell me all that sort of stuff, but literally, your life begins every day you wake up. You make your reality what you want to make your reality. Pursue the things you want to pursue. Do the things you want to do. Sir, I'm in class, ninth in president, but I am worried about my future, sir. What should I do? You should get educated and get skills in things that will make you a valuable member to society. You should budget and save every penny and be thriftful with your money. That's what I would say. All right, Instinct. I can give you a very simple step to take. If you're already doing this, okay. But every day when you wake up, walk a lap around your neighborhood. If you can't walk around your neighborhood, go outside if you can. Do you like FMAGX? Let's take a look, shall we? Let's take a look. What do you do, sir? Watch Zones. I am a certified financial planner professional. I'm a financial advisor. So, my goal is to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. How do I get good on steal a brain rot? I don't know what that means, Rico. I'm really sorry. All right, FMAGX. FMAGX. Fidelity Magellan. Category is large growth. I mean, I don't necessarily like or have a problem with this fund. Hold on, who asked here? Bean. But and I'm just looking at 10-year here because this is what Yahoo shows me. But its 10-year return isn't that great. What makes you like this fund over other funds, Bean? God bless you. Someone in this earth replied me back to something. Try with God, but he never. You gotta listen, Instinct. He's there. 14% average since like 66. Okay. We could look at more historical stuff here. In the last 10 years, it's at 69% overall return. Whereas if you just did... oh, wait. Why is there no... all right. Sorry, I can't compare apples to apples. Its 5-year return is 28.46%. Whereas the total stock market over the same time is up 93%. According to Yahoo Finance. So, if you're going to own Magellan, I'd ask why. What does it do for your portfolio? Yo, what's up, Razo? Yo, was that you in the Instagram as well, brother? Haha. Hey, I appreciate that, man. It's something new we're trying. I'm also considering getting specific signage behind me, getting rid of this banner or changing this banner and getting a different banner, because I actually have the banner that's up and around me that can go on my wall, but I don't want to go with the black and white theme. Think that the banner behind you would be better, and then the camera could be bigger. Yes, sir. That is what what I'd like to do as well. That my whole head is the camera. Because what I was doing before, was it this one? And then I had the banner behind me. But that does not work well with the vertical option. Yeah, interesting. I'll have to work on that. Permission missing to upload thumbnail. Interesting. I did not see that. It worked. So how you been, Brazo? I went to TwitchCon, man, and filmed content at TwitchCon. That was a trip, for sure. Sir, what's the meaning of what? Tell me more, Watch Zone. Tell me more. Sir, I want the meaning of what? We could do a dictionary of that. A word fitting an object. Use as an intensive at the end of a question. Use as an interrogative expressing inquiry about the identity, nature, or value of an object or matter. So, trust fund or private equity first. Those aren't really. That's not really a question. I would need way more detail. Way more detail. I promise you, watch zone. If you watch long enough, I will smile. All right, later, Brazo. Thank you, sir. To invest in a private equity company or establish a trust among investors. Man, this is all personal preference. These are also not avenues that I have pursued myself, so I can't really give you expertise. But my thoughts on it are what are your earnings caps for both of them? They're probably both pretty high. Which one is going to get you the most return on the money you put in and the time you invest? And what is going to be most fulfilling for you to do on a day to day basis? Why would a math book look sad? This conversation is interesting. What zones? Okay, I like that. I did not realize that was a joke. I thought that was serious. That is my bad, broski. Why do you want me to smile so bad, man? I dig it, bro. What makes you laugh? Who's your favorite comedian? My man, you can see pictures of me smiling from like the thumbnail of this. There's so much, man. Welcome, Marvel Studios. Why did the tomato turn red? Because he was embarrassed. I don't know. Me from India could give me financial advice as I am an 18-year-old boy. Um, so you should take care of all the money you ever earn. You should understand the money you're making. You should try to spend as little of it as you can on things you don't need. Budget. Make priorities. And then have a plan for every dollar. All right, that's pretty good, Watch Zone. Watch Zone. I gotta say, this is strange, man. I've never had somebody beg me to smile before. I can't do it. My pride and my ego won't let me do it because you're asking so much. One sec. Oh man, Watch Zone sent a message and then deleted it. Was it spicy? I'm gonna have to watch the chat replay. Should I take a HELOC to invest in index funds? There's a lot of risk reward to this. So this isn't a decision I can make for you, right? But the reason that's attractive to people is because they think they can take out a HELOC paying, let's say, 7%, and they can get 10% from the market. That's a lot of risk to take for not a crazy amount of return. So you just got to weigh your risk reward options. If the stock market tanks, can you stomach it? can you stick around for longer? Right? Like there's a lot that goes into the thinking of leveraging debt. I'm not sure. Watch zone. Tell me why you want me to smile, man. 'You are looking very serious, dude. This is serious business. Serious business, Watch Zones. Serious business. I'm 40, brother. $14. What time is it there? Why aren't you in school? You want to become an astronaut? I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid as well. But then I never actually pursued it. It is for sure difficult to become an astronaut. No doubt about it. What makes you want to be an astronaut? I actually don't even know the education route to become an astronaut. I do not have advice on becoming an astronaut, brother. I do not know anything about it. You want to go on the moon? All right. I honestly don't know enough about India to be honest with you. What type of opinion would you want on India? I'm from America. I am married. Married with 4 kids. I will not go to sleep for, I don't know, 9 hours. Have you seen any of my videos, Watch Zone? I got a new friend in India. Let's go. I think it's anywhere between 11 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock. Although in Hawaii, I guess it's, you know what? I actually don't know what time it is in Hawaii, but the mainland is somewhere between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock, I believe. No, 2 o'clock. I will probably not come to India to meet you. Ooh, what's up, free advice girl? Yes, free advice girl. My friend Watch Zone X in India says he wants me to smile really bad. He wants me to travel to India and says we are friends now. He's 14 and in India. If I was to draw a wizard, it would be you. Hey, let's go, Gary. I'll be your wizard. Is that your hero, Shadow? I smile all the time, Watch Zone. Just not generally when someone asks me to, you know? Hey, Gary, would you actually draw a wizard and make it me? That would be pretty sweet. That would be pretty sweet. Shadow. Hey, so for anybody new who's here, I'm a free financial advisor. I'm a fiduciary. I'm a certified financial planner professional. I worked at Vanguard for over 13 years, and I quit my job to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. I was making six figures, Watch Zone. I feel comfortable saying that there. Watch Zone, I was in my Patreon community making a post. I'm 38 and want to get debt free. I love it. Give me chocolate. I don't have any chocolate to get you, bro. Do you want to give me more dill shot, or do you want to give me more dill shot, or do you just want me to? Or do you want me to wait for you to ask more of a question, or you just want me to start talking about it? Okay. Ishan, 16. What should be my vision to acquire multiple properties, land, and apartments, basically? It's going to sound boring, Eshan, but the very first thing you need to do is actually control your spending. You need to become hyper aware of your income and how you're spending, and save everything that you have so that you have funds to start this venture. But you need to be smart about it. Hey, have a good night, Watch Zones. But you need to have, like a plan for it. In one of my interviews at TwitchCon, we talked about a guy who wanted to, I think it was him, renting a duplex, buying a duplex, triplex, quadplex, living in one while renting out the others. Sounds good, Watch Zones. I stream on TikTok as well. I'll be on TikTok later. So they, do try quadplex, live in one, build up their financials however they want to move forward, and then they move on to the next property. Hey, YouTube Watch Zones, have a good one, man. I have a home loan, 1.5 million at 7.4, and a gold loan of $500,000, 11%. I want to get rid of it ASAP. Ask me more if you want specifics. So, $500,000. So your home is 5.5 million. What is INR? Is that a currency? So to be direct, everything that I talk about is going to be based on a U.S. perspective, but the principles should transfer over. Okay. Well, which one do you want to get rid of more? Which one plagues you the most? Because it's going to be much easier and much faster to pay off the $500,000 than the 5.5 million. But you're paying significantly more interest on the home loan every year. You're paying not quite as close, but you're getting close to as much interest on your home loan as the total loan of the other one. Okay. Honestly, getting rid of the smaller one in this case sounds easier to free up some cash flow, because if you wait to pay off the home, it's going to take a lot longer, and then you're going to have this other debt just hanging there. It might be worthwhile to just attack this other debt, get it paid off, then take that amount and roll it into your mortgage and just start attacking it with ferocity. So should I focus on closing the loan first, or adding some amount towards investing like mutual fund to pay off the interest in the longer term? This is all based on your priorities, Dilshad. I can't make that call for you. Some people want to get out of debt before they do any investing. Some people want to do both at the same time. So you have to make that decision on what matters more to you. Does building like your net worth isn't necessarily going to change much because you started investing. It could outpace the loan maybe, but interest is free money you're giving away every year. So you just have to decide what matters to you and what's important to you when it comes to how you want to invest and save. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a drink, continue asking questions. I'll be right back. You're welcome, Dilshad. Hopefully, I help you made a decision. Hello, Nick's. Nick's Perspective. How are you? To give you some background, Nick, I'm a free financial advisor. I'm a certified financial planner professional. I worked at Vanguard for 13 years, and I quit my job to change the world and give free advice to anybody who needs it. Hey, thanks, Nick. Hey, I appreciate it, Nick. I'm a donation based financial advisor. If you'd like to join the community, we're almost at 40 members on the Patreon. It's free, and if you feel like contributing to the mission, you can if you want to. So, what do you get into, Nick? Do you have questions? Hey, I appreciate it, Nick. On Saturdays, we do a private community Q&A and market recap for the week. I dig it. I dig it. It's as active as the people in chat. Hey, thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate you. We're publishing a new video per day until we're out of TwitchCon content. Yo, what's up, Kyle? Welcome, brother. Instagram is new. Instagram is new. I trade Forex. How can I find investors? So you want people to follow your trades? Is that kind of what you do, Danny? Because I think what you're going to have to do is show sustained success that is replicable or repeatable by other people and begin selling it. It's really hard to do, though. Yeah, but more like someone giving me money to trade for them, but huge capital. How can I find them? Again, you have to show a track record. There's why would anybody give you any money if you don't have a track record of success? Why would anybody hand you their money to manage if you haven't proven you're able to do it? But otherwise, you would I don't know, put an ad out for investors and sell yourself in what you do. I give free advice because I want to change the world, Ishan. I want to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. And working at a company, while I did work I'm very proud of, I was not going to achieve my goal. The magic wizard of frandom spells. Yo, what a name. I see you put a period in there. Welcome. I got you, Danny. Archangel. Sounds good, brother. Is life treating you good, Dan? I have people coming up with $50 to manage for them, some 100. Man, people just come up to you to give you money, Danny? That's crazy, bro. Hey, what's up, Celeb? Celeb boy? I mean, if people are already giving you their money, you're going to have, if you're good at trading, then you will have examples to show people to get more people to invest with you, Danny. Hey, Celeb. I am a free financial advisor. I worked at Vanguard for over 13 years. And I quit my job to change the world and help millions of people achieve financial literacy. You need like six-figure investors. Well, you got to start with the small guys first. I don't know of a single wealth advisor that started off with millions. If you turn small people into big people, that's very attractive, Danny. Very attractive. If I got $20, what can I use it for to earn more? Sorry. Why would you be sorry, Celeb? So we got to go back a couple steps. You need to have a budget to understand all of your money. You need an emergency fund. So if you don't have an emergency fund, the $20 should start funding that. But then from there, you need a goal for the money with a time horizon and a risk tolerance. You're going to invest differently for a goal that's 20 years out, 10 years out, 5 years out, things like that. Retirement, education, car. You're going to invest differently for each of them. What's the best thing you want to do in life? I want to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. Sarthak, that is my number one goal in life right now. Make sure my kids stay alive and help millions of people achieve financial literacy. Hey, thank you, sir. I flipped a $30 to $1,300 in a day trading. Hey, Danny, you just have to have a bunch of stories like that. The problem is, though, you also have to be willing to talk about your losses. The reason traders have a hard time is because they're not transparent. They don't talk about their wins and their losses. They always try to just sell their wins. So a lot of people are weary. I think you should just be fully transparent to people. If you're good at what you do, it'll be easy to see. I have blown accounts before, but now I consider risk management a lot because I have learned my lessons. So you're working on your sales pitch here, Danny. Right, if you talk about your losses, what you learned, things like that, it becomes a lot easier for people to believe in you, to believe what you're doing, to want to come with you. But ultimately, you have to win. And the other thing you really have to do is beat what the market gives you. Because if you are just getting market returns, it's not really worth your time. Or I'm sorry, less than market returns. It's definitely not worth your time. And most people who trade lose. So you just got to think about it. But if you got something there, Danny, put together your whole story. Keep track of every trade you've made. Every single one. Be transparent and put it out there. Does FIRE 4% rule still legit? Will it work if I have 25 times my yearly salary expenses factoring in inflation and market volatility? Also have 25 times money. How to split this in debt to equity? Man, okay, multiple questions here, Sarthak. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sarthak? So 4% for me is the general rule. And historically, 4% works at any age, hypothetically, even though reality is something different, right? Historically, the stock market has returned 10% a year for the last 90 years, but there have been years it's lost, 50%. So you have to be flexible on your withdrawals. So 4% most years, yeah, that's fine. But if the stock market drops 30%, you probably want to lower the amount that you are taking out. As far as your nest egg, the most important factor are your expenses. So if you are, 25 times my yearly expenses. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing there. It's definitely possible with market growth. As per your debt to equity, this is based on your risk tolerance. If you're super aggressive and you're 100% stock, then what I told you about being flexible on your withdrawal is even more important on a 100% stock portfolio. If the stock market tanks and you're taking out the same amount of dollars, you're ripping out more shares than you probably should. But if the market goes down and you wait, that can work. Wait or don't sell out and wait for it to recover, then you won't do as much damage. Whereas if you have a debt to equity or bond to stocks ratio, you have to make it so it's comfortable for you, right? How much volatility can you stomach? If we run into an 08, 09 and 50% of your stock portfolio, you lose at least temporarily 50% of your stock portfolio, can you stomach that? Or of your overall portfolio? If not, what can you stomach? Is it 90-10, 70-30, 50-50? You have to figure that out. The difference between a 50-50 portfolio and a 100% stock portfolio, the 50-50 portfolio gets about 80%, really more than 80% of the returns of a 100% stock portfolio, but it mitigates about 50% of the volatility. So if you are comfortable with less long-term returns, I guess short-term as well, then you can pick a different stock to bond allocation. But you have to understand your risk tolerance. So on a scale from 1 to 5, 1 meaning you're willing to not really get much returns because you can't stomach volatility, or a 5 where you're very comfortable with the wild swings in the market, where would you put yourself? I'm a 5. I'm pretty much 100% stock. Wait, didn't you tell me how old you are? You did not. Okay. How old are you, Sarthak? 20% loss tempts me to withdraw, so I was thinking 60-40. Okay, so I mean, even a 60-40 portfolio, if stocks lose 50%, you're going to lose 30% of your portfolio in the short term. Ooh, 30 years old. Sarthak, if I could do anything for you, I would actually hope to change your risk tolerance. Why do you care if the stock market loses 90% tomorrow? Is it because you're doing the fire? Wait, I guess my first question is, how early are you looking to retire? If you're trying to fire, how early? Yeah, invest around 80% of my money. Whoo! I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Around 50. Okay. So if you're trying to retire, can you give me one more question? Are you trying to retire in 4 years? Is that what that 4 was? Because either way, you just need to think about it. That 60-40 portfolio, just think about your stocks. They could lose 50% in the short term. If that happens, whatever allocation you have towards stock, that could lose 50%. So if you have 60% stock and you lose 50 of it, that's 30% of your portfolio temporarily. Here's the thing you really need to do during those situations, Sarthak. If you could think about it and stomach that downturn, if you take those bonds during that downturn, there's generally something called a flood to quality. People sell out of stocks and move into bonds for the safety. So you get an artificial price bump. And stocks are down. So you're going to rebalance. So let's go over this scenario. You're 60% stock, 40% bonds. Your stocks lose 50% of their value. So you're at 30% stock, 70% bonds. Well, you need to get back to your target allocation. So you're going to take that upper portion of your bonds, that now new 30%, and buy stocks while they're low. So if and when the market recovers, you've not only recouped everything you lost, you're actually ahead because you bought shares of stock while they were low. Oh, okay. So you're aggressive, but not very aggressive. Risky, but not very risky. I like it. But does that make sense on the rebalance? Yeah. Hey, man, join the Patreon. We have private Saturday Q&As with the community, the whole community. I do a market recap, and then we go over any questions that are there. It's as busy as people show up. I've had nobody show up. I've had like multiple people show up, and we have a lively, lengthy discussion. And also, if you ever want to, we can discuss and have a conversation through Discord. So whatever works for you. How do you make a living? Ishan, I'm a donation-based financial advisor. So my Patreon is free, but if people decide they want to contribute to the mission, they sign up for the Patreon at one of the tiers. And then eventually, hopefully, being monetized on YouTube. If you guys wouldn't mind binge watching my YouTube videos and liking them, I would appreciate it. Yeah, you can say that, Ishan. But I have faith for the future. It is, Ishan, it is. But instead of doing the normal financial advisor route, I went this way. Instead of managing people's money and taking a percentage, if I provide value to people, they can decide to contribute to the mission. But this is what I feel compelled to do, Ishan. If we help people with their finances, right? If I accomplish my goal of helping millions of people achieve financial literacy, I'm sure people will donate along the way. You know. Do you have multiple income streams or a single source of income? I guess you could say it's multiple. So I'm streaming on YouTube. Will hopefully be monetized there. I stream on Twitch, Instagram, Kick, TikTok. So at some point, hopefully, all of those things monetize, and we're okay. But I have no classes or products to sell people. So at some point, we have to reach a certain size. But I'm liking our growth so far in all the social media places. I don't know why, but your position feels scary to me. I mean, it is kind of scary, no? We prepared for this, but it is scary. But I'm okay living in the fire, living in the fear. You should focus more on making shorter videos. How short, Ishan? We do the shorts and then we do the long form. And we try to keep our long forms around the 7 to 10 minute range, but I guess they float. So we'll say 7 to 13 minutes, and then we do the shorts as well. Start with shorts. We got a bunch of them, baby. If you go and check them out, we got a bunch of shorts. Nice. I like that you're making stuff for every format. Yes, sir. We are putting it all out there. We're also on all social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I don't do enough on X, but I don't really know what my play is there. I don't really want to do written word on X. Sounds good, Ishan. Good talking with you. You should focus on explaining terms and processes. Could be more directly beneficial. Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks, Ishan. Secondhand Sarah, welcome. I'm a free financial advisor. I worked at Vanguard for 13 years. I'm a certified financial planner professional, and I'm trying to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. Chirag, is it a good time to invest in gold? It depends on what your reason for investing in gold would be. Right? Are you trying to make a quick buck on it? I don't know. Fast money might be out of it. Or we're going to continue to see it rise. Nobody knows. You have to understand the reason you want to buy gold and what you're trying to accomplish. Right? Is it for a possible end of the world scenario? Is it because you want it to outpace the stock market, hedge against inflation? You know, what is your purpose? The plan is to do the monthly investment around $500 for next 10 years. Okay. To what end? What is the ultimate goal for it? Trying to diversify my portfolio. I'm expecting to triple the investment amount in next 10 years as per the historic data. So you think your investment will triple in the next 10 years in gold? It's very interesting. You may be right, you may be wrong. But what a lot of people do when it comes to alternative investments like gold, and this is just an idea, I'm not telling you to do this, but they invest a portion, say 5%, of their overall portfolio in hopes that it does what they want it to do. And if it doesn't, there's not, if it doesn't do what you want it to do, there's not a detrimental effect because it's only 5%, and then the rest of your money can be doing other things. But there are other people who are all in on metals or other stuff. So it all depends on what you want to accomplish. Right, because the best time to get into gold was a few years ago. I put 10% of my overall capital in gold. Okay. As long as that's a percentage you're comfortable with, right? And it won't, if it doesn't perform well, if it won't negatively affect your overall goals, then that might work for you, right? If it's getting what you want it to. Oop, hang on one sec. I got you. Feel free to join the Patreon community. We do a market recap every Saturday and then a community Q&A. Medium. Should people get married after 50 or 60? Isn't it risky financially? Well, I think you would be getting married for different reasons other than money. Is it the smartest financial decision? Uh, Possibly not, but it all depends on how your assets are set up before you get married and how you use them while you're married. But for sure, if things go bad, you can end up losing some stuff to a spouse late in life, for sure. But if it's for love and it's the right reasons and you stay together, as a Muslim guy on 2 single Muslim apps, we get a lot of messages from ladies abroad. So that's why I asked. Yeah, I feel that. You do have to be careful. I think you need to be careful no matter what, regardless of your age. Because imagine if you got married younger, built it up over those same 30 years, and then lost half there. Right? That's not going to be fun either. Just make sure you marry the right one. Yes, sir, medium. Do you like buying gold personally? Good investment for these times, like 20% returns annually advertised online by reputable companies. Uh, we have no idea what the gold market is going to do. The gold market is, I believe, manipulated. But it all depends on why you want to buy it and what you want it to do. There's no guarantee of 24% returns. If that were the case, everyone would buy gold and gold only. Yep, be careful. Absolutely be careful. Hey, feel free to join the Patreon community as well. We do a Saturday market recap and community Q&A. We can go way more specific in this. We can do calls through Discord, things like that. I also stream on TikTok. Have you considered running multiple streams at the same time, like on different social media platforms? Yes, sir. So I do right now. I'm actually live in 5 different places: Twitch, Instagram, 2 YouTubes, and Kick. I stream TikTok independently because I don't play video games and they keep banning my access on Streamlabs. So, yeah, absolutely. You can ask anything you want. Hey, what's up, Vadami? I have had good following on Facebook as a second medium due to live spirit readings, but Facebook is dying. Any advice on broadcasting simultaneously? These live readings generate a lot of traffic. Yeah. Uh, so I'll be honest with you, we're really new in the game. I've only been streaming again for the last few weeks. We had a baby and I killed the streaming stuff, but multi-streaming seems to be good. But I'll be straight with you, Medium. The best bet for you for live streaming is through the TikTok app. If you have a good background or something that keeps people around, people get forced into your stream and then it's up to you to keep them. That's why this banner thing is around me. That's honestly mine. The amount of traction I've had on TikTok Live is not comparable to anything I've done on any other social media platform. It's not even close. What did you use to get people hooked once they came in and saw you? I just answered questions. Right? Like imagine you have a very similar banner. I recommend different colors. We're going to switch this up. I'm not a huge fan of the black and white, so I will change that at some point to something different. Wait a second. I think I have here. Look at this. Oh, hold on. It's gonna be. This is not it, and I'm sorry for how ugly this is, but that will be the some version of this. And then I'm gonna have something on the wall behind me as well. But the reason I bring that up is if you have something on there, get them to ask you a question, and you answer the question. Right. The reason this works for me, especially on TikTok, is because people will come in and throw me like a quick question, and I have an answer for them. But on like Twitch and all these other sites, they just have to randomly find me. You know what I mean? Even though I publish a bunch of social media, it just hasn't led to people finding the stream. But if you have something to offer, let people know visually. Right? If somebody comes into this stream, I'm very clearly offering free financial advice and they can ask me anything, you know? Okay, so I have a black background and can use that. I could also use the graphics like the one you have up with text. Yep, that works too. I do think because what I had before, like if you see this sign, hold on a second. This was on the wall behind me. So this is a 6-foot sign, and I had it on the wall behind me. But when I have it on the wall behind me, I can go like this. Boo! Right? And then it's my whole thing, and I'm much bigger. So that's ultimately what I want to do. Ultimately. Ryan. Nope, I am not. Have to go now, but big respect from Toronto. Thanks. Hey, I love it. Hey, follow up with me, Medium. I'd like to know how this goes for you. Sounds good, Medium. Good luck out there. Hey, thanks, Medium. I appreciate you. I got a bunch of fun videos where I interview people in real life about money. All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and end the stream there. I will be on TikTok in a little bit, but I appreciate everybody. I love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.